Now that you know about rational numbers, and now that you know that any rational number could be a decimal or a repeating decimal, the next step is to show and demonstrate how to simplify expressions with rational numbers leads you to another rational number. So we're going to see a strategy to simplify expressions using rational numbers that you can use, and in this way you test how the rational number system it's a complete system in the basic operations. Let's go. So okay, so let's imagine that you have this operation and your objective is to demonstrate and show that these basic operations are going to lead you to another number in the rational number system. So you need to simplify it. And we also are going to do it without calculator. Okay, so here is the thing. First, my recommendation or my hint for you is that first focus on converting all the repeating decimals into fractions. You can also have the other option that I'm going to show here, that is rounding the answer by rounding the repeating decimals, okay? Or using another strategy to subtract repeating decimals. You can have this option. I'm going to show you how to do it by converting the repeating decimals. Okay, so I'm going to convert first my repeating decimals. Remember that to convert it, if you don't understand pretty well, you can go back to the last video of this series and you can see how to convert it. But remember that to convert this repeating decimal, 0.1, you select x. Now here, look at that, the period is just with 1, so I'm going to multiply by 10. I'm going to have that 10x is 1.11111, and I'm going to subtract, in this case, x, because the decimals are going to be the same, so 0.11111. Okay? In this way, when I subtract, I'm going to have 9x equals 1, so x will be 1/9. Okay, and now I'm going to do the other, that is 0.16 periodic, so 0.1666, that will be x. And look at that, my period starts in the hundreds place, so I'm going to multiply by 10 to have all my period with 6, and I also going to multiply by 100 to have the repeating period. So 100x equals 16.666 periodic, and 10x is going to be 1.666 periodic. So if I subtract, I'm going to have 100 minus 10 will be 90. And these numbers will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 16 minus 1 will be 15. So I will have 15 over 90. And finally, so we're going to have 15 over 90, and we can simplify. I'm going to use this space to simplify. 15 over 90, I can simplify by 3. Actually, I can simplify by 15. I can simplify by 3 and 5, so by 15. And here will be 4 times. Okay, I think that I'm gonna do it step by step because I forgot. So if I simplify by 3, I will have here 5 and here 30. I'm going to simplify by 5, 5, 1, and 30 will be 6. It will be 6, 1/6. Okay, so here I'm gonna have that x is 1/6. Be careful, okay? Because this x is 0.1 periodic, and this x is going to be 0.16 periodic. Okay, so now that I did my part of converting my repeating decimals into fractions, I just need to rewrite my expression. So 3/10 over negative 1/9 plus 1/6. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply the numbers that I can. That is the way to simplify parentheses. So for example, in this case, I'm going to multiply 9 times 2/5. So I'm going to set it over 1. 9 times 2, 18. 5 times 1, 5. So I'm just going to have 18/5 minus 3/10 over minus 1/9 plus 1/6. Now I'm going to have like denominators here and like denominators here in a way that we can simplify the fractions. So here the least common denominator will be 10, so I'm going to multiply this fraction times 2. And here the least common denominator will be 18, so I'm going to multiply times 2, and 6 times 3. And now I'm going to see what happened. So 18 times 2 is 36 over 10 minus 3 over 10 over 2 over 18 plus 3 over 6. Okay? And finally, I'm going to, 3 over 18. And finally, what I'm going to do is so simple. Now that you have all this process, now that we have converted the repeating decimals into fractions, and now that you have stated this common denominator, you just need to subtract fractions and divide them. So we're going to see how. So 36 minus 3 will be 33/10 over, that will be minus, yes, 3 minus 2 will be 1 over 18. And just remember that the rule states that the numerator will be numerator of the dividend over denominator of divisor, so it will be 33 times 18 over 10 times 1. You can simplify here, for example. You can simplify by 2 to have this number. This is 9. Simplify by 2, it's going to give you 9. Now I cannot simplify more, I just need to multiply. 9 times 3, 27, goes 2, 9 times 3, 27, and 2, 29. 297 halves. Okay? So in this way, we have simplified our expression. And this is how you simplify rational expressions. I hope that this video helped you. I hope that you understand. Let me know your comments. Subscribe to my YouTube. Give me comments. Like it. And see you in the next video in which we're going to use mental math. See you soon. Bye-bye.